Hello, I'm Samson Samuel. I'm doing this blog in English. As you all know, I do these blogs in Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi as well for Asian community, and in English for the international one. Today's blog topic is till when these politicians make us fools, and the answer is very simple. I'm not making you wait till very long to find out the answer. I'm rather telling you the answer at the start of my blog, and the answer is till the time we will allow them to make us fools. Now I want to discuss a little broader perspective regarding politicians, and I'll be only discussing few of them. Not everyone can be discussed here, but anyways, I will start off with Imran Khan. Why I have chosen him is that I believe that even in English speaking community, Imran Khan is an international star. He has been the only Pakistani cricket team captain who led the team to win the World Cup. After that, he married Jemima Khan and became a politician. He's trying his level best. He's trying his butts off to get to the throne of Pakistan's democracy, which is actually a joke, I would say. But anyways, he did dharna, we call it in Urdu, and I think in English it's called protest. They blocked the roads, and it was done on 20th of May 2011 in Karachi, and he gathered a lot of people and declared Osama bin Laden a martyr. Amongst many other things, they discussed a lot of important issues, and I remember that he went to India a little while ago, and there he was interviewed by an Indian journalist who asked him that what do you think about blasphemy law of Pakistan? That is the very controversial blasphemy law, I must remind you, which has claimed two precious lives of Governor of Punjab Salman Taseer and Federal Minister for Minorities Shahbaz Sharif within 3 months time span of this year. Imran Khan clearly said that if you see that video, it's available on YouTube. You would be easily available to find that he's trying to avoid the question, because that it is a very controversial question, and a lot of people are afraid that they'll be killed. But I would like to remind that Imran Khan continuously misquotes something which he knows that it's not true. He continuously says, oh, this law was introduced by Englishmen. Oh, this law was introduced by the British government when they used to rule India and Pakistan, and it has been there for years and years and years and years, and so there's no need to cancel this law. I must remind all the listeners and Imran Khan as well that this law was repealed in UK in 2008 in the month of May. So if UK has repealed the law, should Pakistan repeal the law as well? That is a different question altogether. But as far as disrespecting the prophet of anybody is concerned, I think the moral ethics about it are very clear. You should not disrespect anyone, nor the prophet of anyone. And however, you should have the freedom to ask questions, and you should be free to express your opinion as long as they are in a respectful manner and are not hurting to anyone. Imran Khan has declared Osama bin Laden as a martyr, and that has become a sort of a joke, because in Pakistan every single person is a martyr. Yes, that's true. If you're not from Pakistan, I would tell you that even a person who is just going to perhaps walk his dog out got killed by a road traffic accident will be called a martyr. So that is a joke. Don't worry about Osama bin Laden being called as a martyr. So let's not baffle ourselves in that question. Shahbaz Sharif is the Chief Minister of Punjab, and he's the brother of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif of Pakistan. And in his speech, he said that we should stop the drone attacks. On the other side, WikiLeaks cable has exposed that till 2008, till the start of 2008 or perhaps 2009, General Ishfaq Pervez Kayani was actually asking NATO forces to do more and more drone attacks because it was helping them to track down the terrorist. Now, Shahbaz Sharif is saying that these should stop because they are killing innocent people. My question is, which innocent people are being killed? None. All those drone attacks which are being done either are on terrorist organization locations or in a house where a terrorist is hiding. So if you're hiding a criminal, you are actually doing a criminal offense, and you should you should be paying for it. But however, I would not involve myself into such a controversial thing. But drone attacks are not altogether bad. We have seen that even Rashid Rauf wanted in a liquid terror plot which was done in 2006 in UK. He was wanted for that, and he was arrested, later escaped by Pakistani police as usual. It's very common, and he was then later reported as killed in a drone attack. So that means drone attacks are not done on innocent people. On the other side, he said that when a drone attack happens and one, say for example, there is a family of 6 and one of them is killed, rest of the 5 will decide to become suicide bombers, which is absolutely bonkers. It is stupid of him. It is stupid of our Chief Minister of Punjab to think like that, because he is proving himself to be a fool if he thinks like this. Because let me put a question to you. In Shantinagar in Pakistan, in Gojra in Pakistan, in so many different places in Pakistan where Christians have been persecuted, they have been burned alive, their churches have been burned, their houses have been brought down, their whole villages have been burned. Not a single suicide bomber has come into existence. Are we living on a different planet? No. This is love that we have in our hearts. Christians normally are very... one of my friends was actually telling me that perhaps it's a cowardness. You should be doing this. I said, come on. Christians are not cowards. Rather, you have not seen the wrath of Christian crusaders when they were doing crusades against everybody else. That has not gone far away from us, let me tell you. But the love of Christ is so strong in the hearts of the Christians. I'm not here to preach you, but that is a fact. The love inside them is so strong that they don't decide to do these things. On the other side, if we look at, let's go to another politician, which is obviously at the heart of everybody, especially these days. President Obama gave a statement that Israel should reinstate pre-1967 borders with Palestine, which means half of Jerusalem would be given away to Palestine. That is a biblical prophecy as well, that Jerusalem will be divided. But I don't think so it will be happening now. It's not possible. Because Benjamin Netanyahu reminded him swiftly of 2004 commitment to the security and sovereignty of Israeli state. Excuse me. Let me remind you that in 2004, George W. Bush was the president, and he was president for the first time. That means Mr. Obama had no chances of becoming a president at that time. That means that is very clear. It's a very open secret for everybody to understand now. In 2004, if Obama is doing a promises to save Israel, that means that it is a long process for a president to become a president. He was a president in making. Israelis were making him bring forward to people to make him a president. So it means that whoever becomes the president, it's a well-known fact that everybody who has gone against Israel has never been elected for the second time. And Obama was also selected and elected by the masses of America on the basis that he will defend Israel at any cost. Now, if you see the interview, that press conference that they both of them did on after the meeting together in Capitol Hill, they were, I mean, that was shocking to see Obama so confused, so speechless. He was not able to defend his statement of last week, and Netanyahu was sitting with such a great confidence. He was sitting like his paying master, and Obama was so I mean, he was speechless. His body language, his gesture clearly showed that he's sitting with his paying master. So that means America is not the superpower. Superpower is Israel, who's making the presidents and taking the decisions. But anyways, I mean, any politician is not perhaps very true to the face of their public image. However, it's time for us, especially if you're in Pakistan, it's time for you to become wise and let not the politicians make you stupid. That time must be changed now. When people used to think, my father was a Muslim League supporter, my grandfather was a Muslim League supporter, so I will die as a Muslim League supporter. Let us come forward and face the fact that we need a better government. Why the government of Pakistan is not coming down? When even a much better governments than Pakistan are coming down in Arab world. The reason is because Nawaz Sharif and his brother does not want the government to come down, and the point is because they want to fulfill their 5 years as well when they come into power. So everybody's making fool of the masses, and now is the time to become wise and say enough is enough. We will not take this bullshit anymore, and tell them that for international community, let me tell you that Pakistan is a country where in some part of the country load shedding, electricity cuts, supply cuts are happening up to 20 hours a day. They just have 4 hours out of 24 hours electricity in which they can, and I must remind you, the temperatures are 40 plus, sometimes going up to 50. Politicians are not giving you, they themselves are sitting in air-conditioned houses and they have big generators to run their air conditions and everything, but the masses are just really being burnt by the cruel sun, really. So now is the time to become wise and tell them, buzz off and get our country fixed. And we want country which is better and which will give us the basic necessities like electricity, food, education, social benefits, and that is the country we should be looking to have Pakistan. But unfortunately the politicians are so corrupt that it looks very far. But anyways, thank you very much for listening. I hope you have enjoyed. My blogs are available in Urdu as well if you want to see, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you.